So now the next topic is the arrays. Arrays in C language. Arrays in C language. So here what is meant by an array? Array, we have so many definitions. The first, set of values of same data type. Set of values of same data type or collection of elements of similar data type. Collection of elements of similar data type or sequence of a sequential set of values of same data type. Okay, so the values are stored in sequence manner. In array, the values are stored in sequence manner or linear manner or adjacent manner. Adjacently the values are stored, okay, of same data type. Either we use the integers or we use the decimals or we use the characters, whatever it may be, the same type of data. Okay. Now, so why we use arrays? Why? Because so here we are declaring the variables like this. Int a, b, c, we are declaring the variables. So why we are declaring the variables? To store the values, we are declaring the variables to store the value. How many values we can store? Only one value we can store in one variable. Only one value we can store in one variable. Okay, so if we need multiple values, we have to declare the multiple variables. For multiple values, we need declare multiple variables. Multiple values, we declare multiple variables. So instead of declaring multiple variables, so here declaring only single variable, that is an array. That is an array which has capable to store multiple values. Which has capable to store multiple values. Okay, so here we are declaring the variables to store the value. Okay, for one variable we can store only one value. If you assign another value, the previous value will be deleted and the new value will be assigned. So to store the multiple values, we need the multiple variables. Instead of declaring multiple variables, by using a single variable, that is an array, so it can store, which has capabilities to store the multiple values. Okay, that is an array. So and it is in static in nature. The array is in static in nature. So what is static? We will discuss later after defining the array. Now, so it is capable to store the multiple values. So how we declare an array? The declaration, syntax of declaring an array variable. Syntax, data type, variable name and size. This is the declaration of array. Data type. Data type means either integer or float or char. So only these three primary data types are supported in the C language. Okay, and the strings, structures, these are the derived types. Okay, these are the primary primitive data types supported in C language. So here data type means either int, float or char. Variable name means any valid variable name. Okay, we assign the user defined name. Size means this shows the dimension. What is the size here? Dimension, the capability to store the how many values it can store in the variable. The size, that refers the dimension. Okay, for example, int. What is the data type here? Int. Okay, a of 10. So int is a data type. A is the name of the variable name of the variable, and 10 is the size or dimension. We call it also dimension. Okay, so that means this A can store 10 values at a time. A can store 10 values at a time. Of which data type? Int data type. Okay, of int data type. A is a variable which has capable to store 10 values at a time of int data type, either integer data type. Okay, so how we can assign the values? Int A of 10 equals to 3, 4, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12. So in this manner we can assign the values to the A. So all these values are belongs to the A. All these values are belongs to the A. So what is the capacity to store the values in A? 10 values. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But how many we assigned? Only 6 values we assigned. Okay. So that is. Then how we access? It uses index. To access the values stored in the A, it uses the index. Okay. Index means A of 1, A of 2, A of 3, A of 4. So here 1, 2, 3, 4 are the indexes. 1, 2, 3, 4 are the indexes. 1 is an index, first position, second position, third position, fourth position. Okay, the value which is stored in the first position is 3. That is A of 1 equals to 3. A of 2 equals to 4. A of 3 equals to 7. A of 4 equals to 9. So, in this manner, the values are stored. Okay, but how many values we are assigning? Here we assigned 7 values. But how many values we can assign? 10 values. Take another example. Int B of 6. Int B of 6. So, what is the size here? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, how many values we assigned? 6 values we assigned. It is a valid. It is a valid assignment. Now, take another example. B of 6. Again, B of the 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, how many values we assigned? 7. It is not valid statement. Why it is not valid statement? What is the size? 6. But we cannot assign beyond the 6. I mean beyond the size. We do not assign beyond the size of the array. So, the size of the array is 6. So, how many values we assigned? 7. But it can store only the first 6 values. It does not have, because the memory is not allocated to the 7th value. Okay. So, how the memory is allocated? How the memory is allocated? So, the memory is allocated when declaration. At declaration time only the memory is allocated at declaration time. So, if we declare, for example, int A of 10, this is the declaration. This is the declaration. Okay. At declaration, after declaring the array variable, the memory is allocated to the A. How much memory is allocated to the A? So, what is the size of the integer? 2 bytes. What is the size of this variable? 10 values. This is the size. Okay. For each value, the size is the integer 2 bytes. For 10 values, 10 into 2, 20 bytes. Okay. For each value, each and every value is of type integer. So, each value can allot 2 bytes of data. For 10 values, it allots 20 bytes of data. Okay, 20 bytes of data. So, that is the size of A is 20 bytes. The size of A is 20 bytes because the size of the memory allocated to the A is 20 bytes. Memory allocated to A is 20 bytes because the size is 10. For each value, 2 bytes of memory is allocated. For 10 values, 20 bytes of memory is allocated. Let us assume this is the 20 bytes of data. Okay, first value, second value, third value, fourth value, fifth value, sixth value, seventh value, eighth value, ninth value, 10th value. Okay, so this is the A of 1, first position, A of 2, A of 3, A of 4, A of 5, A of 6, A of 7, A of 8, A of 9, A of 10. 1 to 10. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 are the index positions. Okay. The value 8, 9, 4, 3, 2, 1, 6, 7, 11, 15. These are the values which are stored in the array. Okay. So what is the first value? A of 1 equals to 8. A of 2 equals to 9. A of 3 equals to 4. A of 4 equals to 3. A of 5 equals to 2. A of 6 equals to 1. A of 7 equals to 6. A of 8, 7. A of 9, 11. A of 10, 15. Okay. So how much space is allocated for the 8? 2 bytes. How much space? 2 bytes. How much space? 2 bytes. Okay. Total. How much space? 20 bytes of space is allocated to the A. So totally 20 bytes of space is allocated to the A, because the size dimension of the A is 10. It is declared with the integer. It is declared with the integer. So the size of the integer is 2 bytes. Of course, the size is varied by different operating system, but the size of integer is 2 bytes. According to that, each and every value allows 2 bytes of space. Total 10 values of 20 bytes of space. Okay. So in this manner, the values of array is stored. Okay. Now, here we discussed static in nature. Static means fixed. Static means fixed. If the size is fixed in declaration only. Okay. If the size is 10, how much space is allocated? 20 bytes of space is allocated. Okay. So it does not grow. Does not grow when the size is incremented. It does not shrink when we assign 9 values. Okay. If we want to assign any extra value, it does not grow. It does not grow. Okay. Either if we assign only 9 values less than 10, if we assign less than 10, it does not shrink. Does not grow, the size does not grow beyond 20 bytes, it does not shrink less than 20 bytes. Okay, the size is fixed, so that we call it as a static in nature. So this is the declaration of an array. Okay, so arrays, we can assign values to the array. We can assign the values arrays in two ways. We can assign the values to the array in two ways. In two ways. That is at compile time. That is at compile time and at runtime. Okay. So compile time means when the program is compiling. When the program is compiling or before compiling. When the program before compiles. Here at executing, at runtime means at executing the program. When the program is going to executing the program at runtime. After compilation, before output, runtime means. Okay. So here at compile time, we assign the values at compile time like this. Int A of 10 equals to 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 8, so on, like this. Okay. So directly we assign the values to the array. So this is the compile time. So at runtime means by using scanf function here. by using scanf function, input function scanf function, and by using the for loop. Okay, so why we use the for loop? It is easy to use the for loop, very easy, because all the three statements are written in the for. Okay, so here I starts from 1 to 10 because a is of 10. The first index position starts from the 1. By default it starts from the 0. If it starts from the 1, we have to assign explicitly I equals to 1 to 10. For I equals to 1, I less than or equals to 10 plus I scanf percentage d ampersand a of I. Okay, scanf percentage d a of I. So here I equals to 1. When I equals to 1, so here it substitutes the I value a of 1. The first value is assigned to the a of 1. Next I is incremented by 1. Next a of 2. The second value is stored in the a of 2. Next we give the third input. The third value is stored in the a of 3. So like that a of 10. In this manner the values are assigned through the respective positions. Okay, so in this manner we give the input to the arrays for runtime. Okay, in two ways we give the input, either by using the runtime or by using the compile time. Thank you.